First question for Andrey. As usual, please raise your hand. We'll start with Francisco.
Hi, Andrey. Congratulations for your victory. I would like to know if you consider this one the most important victory in your career.
I mean, depends from which side to look at it. If we look about like a player like Rafa, who the best clay court player in history, then of course it's one of my best victories for sure, like him or Roger. But if you look at in a way from other side, that how he feel, like in a way, for sure he didn't play his, not for sure, he didn't play his not even good level today. And in his position is so tough when people expect that you're the best player on clay and you have to win yes or yes every time. Like you cannot lose on clay because you're the best, and it's so tough to play with this feeling. So every time you have to play even great player like Djokovic or someone else, people still expect Rafa to win because this is clay, and it's so tough to play every time with this feeling. And he's doing this year by year, and he's winning all the tournaments or going deep every time on clay tournaments. So this is amazing how he handled this, and that's why he's one of the legends. So it depends from which side to look at it.
Reem?
Andrey, congrats.
Thank you.
Andrey, you had opportunities to go up a double break in the second set, and then he took the second set, obviously. I'm wondering, how did you manage to keep your cool, and because you mentioned a lot that a lot of the times it's your head that kind of affects you in matches. So how proud were you of how you handled that part?
To be honest, I don't know. I mean, all the situation was strange. I mean, it was not real that I was winning 6-2, 3-1 and having break points for second break. It was not unreal. So probably inside I understood that something is gonna change. It cannot be like this all the match. If it's like this all the match, then I don't know. Probably Rafa he have his worst day of his life, and I don't know, because it was unreal to play against Rafa on clay and winning 6-2, 3-1 and have break points for double break, and to win double break, so 6-2, 4-1 is something unreal. So I understand it since the beginning. I mean, not since the beginning. I understand in that moment, and I understand for sure. Even the previous games on my serve, I saved some break points, so I understand that for sure in one moment probably he will turn this around and he will break me back, and then he did it. So in my head was, of course, I was a bit disappointed that, but still I was accepting this. I was a bit ready for this, and I just tell to myself, okay, just keep playing the same way and we'll see what's gonna happen.
Thank you.
Sasha?
Congratulations, Andrey. To follow up on Reem, not only did you win after losing the second set against Rafa, but against Roberto as well yesterday. So if you could comment on the improvements you've made on the mental side of your game, what are the biggest factors in those improvements? Thank you.
I mean, I would say this week I'm controlling really well my emotions, and then that's the key. If especially with Robert, if I would let to show a bit of emotion, I would lose for sure yesterday, because he was winning with a break. He had break points for second break, then second set he was winning with a double break, then third set I was up with a break and he come back. So if I would show a bit emotion, for sure I would lose. And the same thing today with Rafa. If after the second set I would say something, or if I would show emotions, for sure the third set will be over, will be 6-2 for him. So I'm happy that I could handle it, and we'll see. But I don't know, the way I am, I'm very emotional, and I can go from 0 to 100. So next day can be completely opposite, and that's the thing that I still need to learn and to improve, to learn how to to be able to be like this most of the matches.
Thank you.
Rachel?
Congratulations, Andrey.
Thank you.
So there's a picture circulating of a young Rublev with Rafael Nadal on the net. I want to know, as a young player, do you have ever thought that you would be here in your career? Did you know you were going to beat him?
I mean, of course, when I was a kid, I knew that when I will be like, if I'm gonna, because in my head when I was kid, of course, I was only dreaming that I'm gonna play tennis. There was no plan B or plan C. In my head was only that I'm gonna be a pro tennis player. And of course, while I was imagining this, of course, in my head was, okay, I'm gonna be 22 or something. Rafa will still be 30 something. So for sure he will still play tennis. And of course, I imagined that we're gonna meet before he will finish career. And of course in my head I was imagining that it will be great to have chance to beat him. So but that was a kid. So
Last question with Ubaldo.
Ciao. Well done, bravo.
thank you.
I'd like to know, this is a tournament very special because I've never seen in the same tournament Djokovic saying, I played the worst match of my life, and then listen to Nadal, who gave credits to you for your win and said you played very well, but he also said that his serve was a disaster. Do you think that could be because of the age, could be because of the inactivity? How do you explain it? Because it never happens in the same tournament and then these two top guys came out in this way.
No, for sure it's not about the age, because I remember even my match against Rafa in London was completely opposite. I couldn't make serve, I was serving disaster, and he was serving so good all the match. So it's just happened. These things, someday you're gonna feel something better, someday you're gonna feel something worse. It's part of the game, it's part of the sport. And today I was a bit lucky that he was not, especially the first set, he was not really feeling the serve well, because then I think from the middle of second set, he stopped to do doubles and he was not doing one double. But anyway, I feel the same. I feel here is really tough to serve, because it's like I said a bit before, I think it's because of the angle of the court is a bit like this, like a triangle. So and then the net is a bit, because of the angle, it looks like the net is higher, and it's really tough to serve. I feel it from the first match till today, that it's not easy to serve here.
Thank you.
Thank you.